Let's talk about neurodiversity today. Disclaimer, I'm not an expert on this. I work with different populations with special needs primarily. And today I want to share my clinical experience working with clients with ADHD as a music therapist. Expect to learn what happens to these kids in music therapy and one important principle from my clinical experience that we can all apply in our own lives. After all, we all want to improve our health and be happier, be more productive, and be able to enjoy life more. At the end of the day, it's all about allocating our time, our energy, and our attention wisely, or what I like to call the T. In music therapy, my clients with ADHD learn how to focus for longer duration while they engage in musical tasks. For example, singing and counting, movements with rhythms, and following step-by-step visuals to complete some instrumental arrangement. There's a lot going on in these interventions. So why does music therapy work with clients who are diagnosed with ADHD? According to some papers, music therapy has the power to engage attention, enhance emotional regulation, and improve cognitive skills. Additionally, it provides a creative outlet for self-expression, which promotes social interaction and positive behaviors. The use of music therapy can help with learning, contemplation, self-organization, maintenance, relaxation, and emotional regulation. And I want to highlight this emotion domain. This area for people with ADHD is something that we often ignore because they are often misunderstood and they are more prone to experience more stress and depression because of not learning how to problem solve or cope with their emotions properly. So music therapy can be interpreted in a very encouraging direction in that it not only relieves ADHD children and adolescents' depression, but also strengthens their ability to cope with problems. Music therapy is viewed as a non-pharmaceutical treatment for stress and depression for people with ADHD. And music therapy has also been proven to be effective for developing the ability to cope with stress in both children and adolescents with ADHD. In particular, as the social and psychological stress increased due to the pandemic, treatment measures and their necessity are further emphasized in music therapy. In general, when you show someone the result or end product, for example, a song, the map to get there, for example, the visuals, and you guide them through the journey in a very engaging way, they will be in the flow, they will be enjoying the process, and attention will take care of itself. And this is the take-home message. You need to find your flow state. Because from what I observe in my clients, it's not like they can't focus. They just have a very particular interest or focus at one point. And unfortunately, most of the case is not in the classroom. They're really hyper-focused on things they're interested in. A lot of my clients love Pokemon, they love counting, they love specific sound. That's why in music therapy, we can use those tools to make them engage in a task. And then they learn the skills that they can bring outside the therapy. This is the key. You have to speak their language and look at what they're interested in. And then when they're in the flow state, they don't care about the outside world. So, what is a flow state? A flow state occurs when someone is completely immersed in a task or activity. When's the last time you were so focused on doing something that you forgot about time, forgot about yourself and the environment around you? You want to cultivate more moments like that. And this is important. To get there, you need to find the sweet spot between the challenge and your capability. If it's too challenging, you will just give up right away. But if it's not challenging enough, it won't engage your attention, right? So ultimately, it's your job to make things more fun and engaging. In music therapy sessions, I teach kids how to pronounce, how to spell words, how to count, using the things that they are already interested in, often with music and rhythm. And we also practice gross motor and fine motor skills using different toys and instruments. And in real life, in order to build new skills or make the process more fun, you might want to change your environment. For example, you want to write that proposal in a cafe rather than sitting at home, or listen to your favorite songs or podcasts while you're washing the dishes. Just keep challenging yourself. Things don't have to be done in a certain way that you always thought it should be. And the second point is to utilize the energy. My clients with ADHD have problems managing their energy level and their brain activity. They're always running around. That's why a classroom setting will not fit them. That's why I never tell them to sit down unless they want to. That's why movement-based musical intervention is so good for them. They can follow instructions. They can build body awareness via all these kind of activities. This is what I learned from my clients. You need to channel your energy somewhere or to regulate them to make sure that you are in a aroused state to learn and to engage in the task. So in real life, that might mean that you need to know your internal body clock and know what time you're actually the most focused or the most energetic. For me, it's usually in the early mornings because I'm an early bird, and between 8 to 11 is my best focus period. And I always have a dip at between like 2 to 3. That's why I don't really do any creative tasks during that period, but focus on the admin or some editing work. Utilize the energy. And the third point is that we all have the capacity to focus. You just need to find your interest. As I mentioned, in music therapy sessions, I build on what the clients are already interested in, whether that be Pokemon, dinosaurs, counting, or we write another set of lyrics based on the song that they like. There's a lot of things that we can do, and it's all about your creativity and flexibility. Even for the most mundane task, ask yourself what is something that you can tweak to make things more interesting. Back in the days when I was an accountant, I always liked to make the spreadsheet more pretty. That's like something fun for me, and it takes the seriousness out of that, which is great. In a nutshell, stop labeling yourself as someone who can't focus. Regardless of the task, it is your job to make things more interesting so that you can get them done. And then you can enjoy life more. I have a lot to say when it comes to diagnosis and stuff, but that's the topic for another day. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more music therapy, well-being, personal development tips. And if you're interested in trying out music therapy or getting some personalized advice, there's a free consultation link in the description box below that you can check out, and we can have a one-on-one talk for free. See you in the next video.